Do you know when we practice reverse counting just before sleep? Starting, for example, from 100 down to 1? We initiate a subtle yet powerful process that engages both the nervous system and the subconscious mind in ways that promote relaxation, focus, and psychological recalibration. As the countdown begins, the mind is given a simple but absorbing task. This focused attention acts like a mental anchor, drawing awareness away from the usual cascade of racing thoughts, worries, or emotional residue from the day. By gently occupying the conscious mind with a repetitive numerical sequence, we are essentially overriding the mental noise that often prevents smooth entry into sleep. This is not dissimilar to what happens during meditation or mindfulness practice. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and complex thought, begins to quiet down, allowing a shift in dominance from the active beta brainwave state to the slower, more tranquil alpha, and eventually theta waves associated with pre-sleep and dream states. As we continue the reverse count, the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, the rest and digest system, becomes more active. Heart rate begins to slow, respiration deepens, and muscle tension gradually releases. This shift away from sympathetic arousal, which governs the stress response, is essential for healthy sleep onset and recovery. The body, recognizing the absence of threat or stimulation, begins to surrender its alert posture. In effect, the countdown becomes a physiological cue, signaling the nervous system that it's safe to let go and descend into rest. But beyond the immediate relaxation response, there's also a deeper, more fascinating interaction with the subconscious mind. The subconscious is highly suggestible in the moments before sleep, a state known as the hypnagogic phase. This is the psychological twilight zone where the boundaries between waking thought and dreaming blur. When we engage in reverse counting during this liminal state, we create a bridge between conscious intention and subconscious receptivity. The rhythmic descending nature of the count mirrors the descent into sleep, and the act of mentally counting down acts almost like a symbolic descent into deeper layers of the psyche. This symbolism is not lost on the subconscious. The subconscious mind, which thrives on repetition and metaphor, interprets the countdown as a message. We are going deeper, we are letting go, we are safe. Over time, this ritual can become a powerful sleep anchor, conditioning the mind to associate the countdown with sleep onset. This is why many people report falling asleep before even reaching zero. The subconscious begins to anticipate the outcome, and the body follows suit. Moreover, reverse counting has a neutral and non-emotional quality. Unlike affirmations or visualization, which can sometimes stir mental resistance or emotional reactivity, counting backwards is mechanical, predictable, and non-threatening. This neutrality is soothing to the subconscious, which often rebels against forced positivity or overanalysis. In this sense, reverse counting acts like a backdoor into the subconscious, bypassing the inner critic and gently guiding the psyche towards stillness. Over days or weeks of consistent practice, this routine begins to rewire the sleep architecture. The body learns that this specific pattern of mental focus leads to rest. Neural pathways are strengthened through repetition, and the brain's sleep onset mechanisms become more efficient. It's not uncommon for people who regularly use reverse counting to notice improvements in sleep latency, quality, and even dream recall as the nervous system becomes more attuned to the rhythms of intentional relaxation. In essence, reverse counting before sleep is a deceptively simple tool that engages the conscious mind just enough to quiet it, activates the parasympathetic nervous system to relax the body, and communicates with the subconscious in a symbolic language it understands. It creates a psychological runway for sleep to land, and in doing so, it gently trains the entire mind-body system to transition from the external world into the regenerative space of the inner one. In the beginning, one can start practicing reverse counting from 50 to 1 or 25 to 1, whatever is comfortable to them. Keep learning. Thank you for watching.